Hey guys, so do you remember when I said in my last video, I said that I only got 9 books in July? Well, that was a lie. Or, no, it actually wasn't a lie, because at the time when I was filming that video, I did only buy 9 books. But today there was a book fair where I live, and of course I went to it because how can you not go to a book fair? There's so many sales, and I got 11 books. Yeah. So that brings up my total of new books for this month to 20. It's great. So great. Oh my god. These are the new books. So I am just going to randomly pull books off the pile because that's just what I'm doing. Okay, so the first book I see here is The Princess Bride by William Coleman. And if you don't know this about me already, I absolutely love The Princess Bride, the movie. It is so corny, so cheesy, so cute, but when I was a little kid I was just obsessed with it, so having the book in my hands is the greatest feeling ever. Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to tell you what this book is about. So it is about a girl called Buttercup. I know, I told you it was cheesy. And you've also got a kind of servant by the name of Wesley. And his favourite phrase is, "as you wish." And he just does everything that she commands. And of course, she becomes queen to Prince Humperdinck? Prince Humperdinck? Now that I'm thinking about that, that is really inappropriate. Humperdinck. That's... But anyway, Humperdinck, I can't even say his name straight-faced. This is just... I'm just gonna say the prince... Okay, so the prince steals away Buttercup and she becomes his bride, and so Wesley just travels to the ends of the earth to get her back, and it's just so cute. I cannot wait to read this. Up next is M.L. Stedman, The Light Between the Oceans. I honestly just saw the stickers along the bottom here and I was just like, that is obviously a great sign that this is a great book. And I've also actually heard a little bit about this. Someone actually said that it was being turned into a movie with Michael Fassbender. And if you don't know this about me already too, I absolutely am in love with Michael Fassbender. I think he is such a brilliant actor, a wonderful guy, and he's quite sexy too. So he's just the whole package and I completely adore him. But I believe what this book is about is it follows a husband and a wife, and they are they're lighthouse keepers, and it is set in Western Australia. So that is actually also the reason I picked this book up too, because I've only read about 2 books set in Australia, and me being a native Australian myself, I think I need to read a lot more books set in Australia to, I don't know, I feel like that's a requirement. I just feel like I need to do that a lot more, so that's also why I picked this book up. But of course the other reason why I picked this book up is the plot, because during the stay of this couple at the lighthouse, a boat washes up along the shore carrying a child, and it's just all about what they do from there. So I'm just so intrigued, and from what it says on the back here, so many people love it. So excited. Then I have Second Chance by Jane Green, and what this book is about is that it follows a group of people who were once best friends in high school, but now they're not so much. But unfortunately what brings them back together is the death of one of their friends, so they just come back together to kind of commemorate his life or whatever, or his or her life, and it's just all about them sharing the good old days, and it's just apparently witty and really beautiful, and things just escalate from there. So I think it's going to be a really great story. The next book I have is Ted Decker's Skin, and this just looked really creepy, really sinister, really mysterious, so I grabbed it because those are one of my favorite things in a book. And essentially, from what I gathered from the back, this just follows a really creepy atmosphere of tornadoes. So you've already got a disaster to begin with, but then you add in a murderer and you've got shit just going down. So it's going to be really fun, this one, hopefully. The next two books I got is Scott Westerfeld's Touching Darkness and Blue Moon. This is book 2 and this is book 3. And initially why I picked these books up is because 6 months prior I actually went to the same book fair across the street and I picked up Scott Westerfeld's Secret Hours, which is book 1. That's why I picked up 2 and 3, so I could marathon this series. And real quick, I'll just sum up what this series is about and why it made me pick it up in the first place. So it says, meet the Midnighters. By day, they're outsiders, teenagers with black coats and bad attitudes. By night, they might just be our last hope. So that just really grabbed my attention. So I grabbed it and then paid for it. The next 3 books I picked up for $2 a piece, and they are hardbacks, and they are one of the cutest hardbacks I've ever seen in my entire life. So I've got The Passenger, just Passenger. This is Passenger by Billy Cowie, and No It's Not by Alexandra Bracken. This is different. I saw on Goodreads that not many people have read this. It's been out since 2009, and I just saw this and I was just like, it's mine. So I'm really excited to read this. I think it's going to be a fantastic read, and what makes me say that is because down here it's just got a little snippet of what this book is about, and it says, Milan and Roma are twins. They've lived together for years but only just met. So that intrigued me. I'm really excited. And I just have a thing about reading books surrounding twins. I think it's such an interesting subject because I am a twin too, so I like to see how they portray the twin relationship. It just interests me. So there you go. Next hardback is Helen Warner's RSVP. This book too is so adorable. It is so cute. That's pretty much the reason why I bought it. And this book follows 4 women called Anna, Ella, Rachel, and Claire. Anna, who is the heartbroken ex, Claire, the best friend, Ella, the femme fatale. I'm pretty sure that means that she's a heartbreaker, so she goes from men to men to men, and Rachel, the bride-to-be. So this is just going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be really funny, really witty, just so entertaining, and with 4 women at one wedding, I think it's going to be a day that they will never forget. And the last hardcover book I got is Sophie Kinsella's 20s Girl. I've heard really great things about Sophie Kinsella books, so I decided to just on a whim pick up this book because it intrigued me, and I believe it's about a woman called Lara with an overactive imagination, but she's also conversing with her great aunt Sadie, who tells her to find a missing necklace, and I believe that ends and leads to new romance and witty banter and just entertainment of the highest value. So I'm really excited to jump into this. And the second last book I picked up was Pauline Simmons' Road to Paradise. I believe this follows Gina and Shelby, and they are best friends, and when they finish high school they go on a road trip, I believe, and when they take a road trip they pick up a hitchhiker by the name of Candy, and from there there's a lot of heartbreak and intense drama and lies and mystery, and it tests the boundaries of friendship and loyalty, and I think it's just going to be a really great read, hopefully. We'll see. And the last book I got here is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. It's a hunk of a book. And real quick, I'm just going to read you out a short little snapshot of what this book is about. So it says here, 2 magicians shall appear in England. The first shall fear me, the second shall long to behold me. Yeah, so long story short, those 3 lines can sum up this massive book. And also what made me pick this book up is because it is blurbed by Neil Gaiman, and as you may know, I haven't read a Neil Gaiman book, but I know most of you have, and I just kind of picked it up by association with you guys because I've never heard a bad thing said about Neil Gaiman, so I trust you, and that is why I got this. Okay, so we are getting attacked by the sunlight. Never fear, I will just quickly wrap this bit up. So Neil Gaiman says, unquestionably the finest English novel of the fantastic written in the last 70 years. It's funny, moving, scary, otherworldly, practical and magical, a journey through light and shadow, a delight to read. So Neil Gaiman, he knows his stuff, apparently. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, so yeah, I grabbed this. Alright, I'll block it out for you guys. Okay. Alright, so I'm blocking this out. Alright, so I'm blocking out the sunlight at this moment in time because it is blinding. So that is it for my long ass book haul. Thank you all for persevering through this intense book haul, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. And real quick, I'm just going to read you out a snort